I think computer games are going to catch on. So let's get into it. Let's get into some of the code, some of the coding considerations, and occasionally, more than occasionally, issues that we run into. I would like to talk to you about jumps, because in platformers, the jump is an essential piece of control that the player has. So what goes into a jump? Well, just like in real life, the main force, the downward force of gravity, now this pulls the character downward every frame and affects the falling speed of the character. So there's an initial upward velocity, and then every frame the gravity's pulling down on the character. Strong gravity means short hang time. Now hang time is actually the amount of time that the character is floating in the air. You know, the indie platformer Celeste has a very heavy gravity. You notice that the character has very short hang time. It almost immediately moves downward again. And if the gravity becomes lighter, the jump will feel more floaty. You know, a game like Hollow Knight is much floatier. Characters in the air much longer. The original Super Mario has a very short hang time, so heavier gravity there. Ori and the Blind Forest, very floaty. There's a strong upward force. Obviously, being a bunny character, you would expect a decent hop up, and the gravity's reasonable. It's not a very strong gravity, so there's some hang time. There's definitely some hang time in Bunny Bunny right now. So it's a little floaty. Steady fall speed, and the jump height is very constant. It's always the same. Then there's this thing called coyote time. Okay, so picture the player walks off a ledge. He's like on the ledge, but you can still jump, even though technically you're not really grounded. Our game has coyote time and jump buffering. So with jump buffering, if you press the jump button a little too early, like a couple of frames, you'll still make the jump. It doesn't need to be frame perfect. We're trying to give it a very responsive feel, so you don't have to have like frame perfect timing, basically. It will feel right for the player, thanks to coyote time and a bit of a reasonable jump buffer.
We'll go even more in depth next time.